Terrell Owens being in the Hall of Fame. And the reason I'm reading that is because you brought up you were going to tease about why the Hall of Fame is all screwed up. And I believe it's because you think that Terrell Owens belongs in the Hall of Fame.
100% right.
All right, yeah. So I do too. I think he was the first ballot Hall of Famer.
He's the second Hall. We'll get to it after the break.
But my buddy, or our buddy, I should say, Nick Wright, he was the one that came up with the whole Adrian Peterson stuff when he was down in Houston. He is now working with Colin Cowherd.
Oh, is that the guy we had on the show for AP?
Yes.
He's the guy that broke that story, right?
Right. So he now works with Colin Cowherd, and they were not
actually
arguing,
he does a show with Chris Carter now. That's their new show.
All right, but he was on with Colin Cowherd, and they were talking about the credentials for Terrell Owens to be in the Hall of Fame.
It's a no-brainer.
And Nick makes a really, really good point because he compares him to Brett Favre, his quarterback, at one time. And he goes, they basically have had the same career, although Terrell Owens made more all-pro teams than Brett Favre did.
He's second all-time in receiving yards.
Brett touchdowns.
But they're saying, and then Nick goes on and says, all right, you don't want to put him in because maybe he was a pain in the neck off the field. Maybe he had some issues off the field, whatever.
Right.
He goes, nobody had more issues off the field than Brett Favre.
Right.
I mean, why are you putting him in and you're not putting Terrell Owens in?
Right.
I mean, I have been critical of Terrell Owens with some of the crap that he pulled on the field and all the other stuff, but I also know a great player when I see one, and one of the best players of all time. He's an all-decade player.
How about this? Chris Carter's in the Hall of Fame. Terrell Owens had 23 more touchdowns than Chris Carter.
I don't understand why this is a conversation.
He should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah. And he's right to say that getting in after this means nothing to me because how am I not in now?